Hi everyone, this is Laptop Scratcher, and we're back with our more tutorials on Scratch. So, I've tweaked this a little bit from last time we have a tutorial, and instead of having it so we turn him with the right and left arrows, he turns around. I made it so instead he moves up with the up button, right with the right, down with the down, and left with the left. Now, what this does for us is it makes it easier to maneuver him. Instead of having to turn, we can just go straight the way we want. But if you notice, he still has a jiggity-jaggedy walk to him. He's not smooth. And the last time we did that, he wasn't walking smooth either. He was like, you could see the time increments before. And I've tried tweaking this a little bit, but it still doesn't do this. Now, how would we fix this in a scenario like this? Now, what we do, since we have it here, we have him controlled. When right arrow clicked, point in direction 90, which is right, and then move 8 steps. And then we can just hold that down, and it'll keep doing that over and over again. And same with all the others, except they're in different directions. Now, we're going to fix this. So what we want to do is we want to take out all these top, because we're not going to need them anymore. We're going to start with sensing. We're going to start with our first sensing. Now, the reason I didn't start these yet is because they're a little more complex. So, we're going to start with sensing. So, now what we're going to do is we're going to attach this when green flag clicked. Now, you're going to say, but wait, Laptop Scratcher, when you click it, he's just going to go in all different directions because it's programmed like that. Well, we're going to fix that. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to get for some forever blocks. We're going to need 4, because there's 4 different directions. And then we're going to go to sensing, and we're going to say certain key pressed. And so we're going to do up, down, right, and left. And now we're going to plug these in. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 4 if blocks now. Now the if blocks, you can insert sensing. Now this is the cool thing. This is when it kind of gets cool. You can insert it, so when it senses you touching the key, you can tell it what to do. And this will fix our problem. So what we're going to do is we're going to stick this if block in this forever. Now first, we're going to stick this if block around these, and then a forever block. So this is going to be, this is down. Let's just make this right for the sake of the video. So now this is right. So we're going to insert right. If right arrow clicked. So what this is going to do is going to make him go much more smoothly. Now if you see that again, look at that. Look how smooth he's going. Now okay, so now that we have that, him going smoothly when we press right, we're gonna just do this for all the others. So this is a little jumbled, but we're gonna fix this. So we're gonna stick all these in here, nice and organized, and then we're gonna stick them in the forever block. So we're gonna stick this in this here. And I don't really care where we put them, because I can just change that. So now we have this. We're going to fix this a little. And we're going to stop this, so we don't have those light lines. And now we can just, sorry about that. That was just a little accident. But so next what we're going to do, so we have right arrow click. So now we're going to fix all these. So that 180 up arrow. And then now down, left, and right. Now that we have this, watch how much more smoother he goes. You can see that he is moving so much smoother. And if we hold 2 at once, you can see that he goes at an angle, and it makes him look really cool. And that makes our game way better, instead of a jiggity-jaggy little moving cat that really doesn't look good. This makes him move much more smoother. Now, let's just take a look at the cat. Now, we don't want this costume right here, so we're going to get rid of it. We're going to edit this one. So what you can do is you can make a good game with this. So we're going to clear him, and we're going to turn him into a dot. Like that. And now we have this dot. And what you can do with this is you can make something like a maze or something like that. So we're going to go to the background now. We're going to edit that. We're just going to make it white. White background. So now we have a white background. So now we have this little dot that can just move all over. Be crazy. Now we have this. So this is cool because we can make some kind of maze with this. So this is cool because we can just move them around, and it can be some kind of maze, something like that. So now we have sprite 1. Now let's just check out sprite 1 for a sec. We have his controls. Now what? Before we get into the maze thing, what if we wanted him to look different, like go into like a cool mode or attack mode or something? Now what we can do is let's change him so he has little he has little red eyes. So let's add little red eyes to him. So now he has little red eyes. Little red eyes there. So he has little red eyes there. And now let's make him so he can change and be in attack mode. So it's a little ball that it can attack. So let's copy him. Let's go in, and then we'll make him have a sword. So we're going to take brown here, and we're going to make him a little sword. So we're going to draw him a little sword. And just like that. Let's make the brush size a little smaller. Like that. So now he has his own little sword. Now, it's kind of upside down, and you may be like, what the heck? That's a problem. How do we fix that? Well, that's really easy to fix. Since it's kind of weird how the mechanics work, we can just flip him, and voila. Now, we're going to want his sword on the right side. So we're going to go into edit again, and then switch him around like that. Now we have that. And when you go to this, his eyes are upside down. Not the way we want him. So we're just going to flip him. There we go. So now he's in attack mode. He can have an attack mode where he has a sword. So now, we want him to be able to swing his sword and attack his enemy, right? So now we're going to copy this and edit this. Now, so it'll be easier to edit him. We're going to change it like that, back like that. And so, you know what? Let's get rid of this, and let's take this. And we're going to copy this again. And we are going to take and make him holding his sword and swinging his sword. So, I'm going to grab some brown. Okay. And now we're gonna make him attacking with his sword. And now we're gonna grab some gray and make his sword. And now we're gonna edit it. And we're gonna want to straighten up his sword a little. There we go. And now we're gonna switch him around the way we did before. So now he's swinging his sword. So we have this guy with his sword, and him swinging his sword at his enemy. So this can be used to create a variety of games, because when you're making like a game where you have to fight some monsters or something like that, you can use it to attack with this weapon. So now we can use the same mechanics as the left arrow, the right, the up, and the down, and we can say when green flag clicked forever if space key. So space is going to be the action key to attack. So we're going to insert space. And remember, sensing is very important. It's the very fun part about Scratch. One of the more fun parts. So when space key pressed, now we don't want him to just pull out his sword and just like not do anything. We want him to be able to pull out his sword and then hit it down at his enemy. So what we're going to do is we can use switch to costumes. Now what these do is they switch his costumes that he has. Now the costumes he has is costumes. You see it right here. And this is, we can draw his costumes, draw his different actions that he does. And we can do that same with backgrounds and the stages right here. So what we're going to do is looks. And if you go to looks, you can make him talk, and you can make him have graphic effects and all those cool things. Now we're not going to get into those right now, but we're going to do the costumes. So he has costume 1, costume 3, costume 2. Now we're just going to switch these around. There we go. So we have costume 1, costume 2, costume 3. So we want him to go back to costume 1 when we press click, when green flag click. Now when the space key clicked, we're going to want him to switch to costume 2. And then we're going to wait. We're going to use the wait second, which means he's going to wait before he does anything else. So we're going to make him wait 0.2 seconds. Let's try. And then we're going to take this again and switch to costume 3. And then we're going to make him wait 1 second. We're going to switch that to 3. So now we can make him attack. So now if we click this, he's going to go, and he's going to turn around his vision, his way of looking, because we're moving him. And if you press space, he'll use that. Just like that. Now, when we changed this, we have a flaw. We're going to want this flip around again, because we made a mistake, or I made a mistake. We want him to be like that when he is going right. And in the picture, before we did anything, he was going left, so it kind of got messed up. So now we have this. He can attack. And you'd see, oh no, he's staying his sword. His sword is not going anywhere. So we're going to fix that. So we're going to wait 3 seconds. And then we're going to go back to costume 1. It's that simple. And then now we have this game where when he presses space, he attacks, and the sword goes away. He attacks, and his sword goes away. And that's pretty much how it works. So I am Laptop Scratcher, and I'm going to see you later. Bye.